This is how to build a godlike brand like Corteiz. Founded by Clint 4109 in 2017 in London, UK. Clint was always fascinated by fashion, even selling an off-white Jordan 1 for £1,000 just to start off Corteiz. And when Clint first started the brand, he was also looking at externals and competitors and what to do. So when you do look at other clothing brands and when you do look at Clint's clothing brand, the first thing that you know is symbols. And I think that's very important. I think symbols and catchlines. So Clint's first symbol is the Alcatraz, and then his catchline is RTW, rule the world. And I think it just shows how his brand wants to rule the world and wants everyone to have his piece, but plus he's breaking out of the norms. He's trying to be above and beyond these fashion brands that have been established for ages, like Nike and Adidas. Once Clint established all his symbols and all his, catchlines like rule the world, he focused on his website next with a password drop every single month, dropping every single month. Consistency is very key. And then secondly, getting email signups. And that's the reason why I think he put passwords up, so he can get everyone's emails and send out multiple emails throughout the day that he's dropping at this time, at this month as well. And I think emails is very key just to get customers knowing that, okay, yeah, he's dropping at this time, at this location, at X, Y, and Z as well. So after establishing the website, the symbols and the catchphrases, you need to establish what you want to do next as a brand. So maybe you want to stay on the website, you just want to drop, make some videos, make some promo. But in Corteiz's idea and in his brain, in Clint's brain, he wanted to do physical events and physical activities. And I think that's what makes the brand so different. Involving people and making sure that, it's scarce and people really do want it. And you can see videos of people running through the street and all these events like Bolo Exchange. And I think that's very important, Bolo Exchange, when I talk about it, that you exchange your North Face puffer for a Corteiz Bolo jacket. And I think that is very good as well in terms of a community, but it also has a driven purpose of obviously helping the homeless as well. So when you do look at these events, he'll obviously promote it. So let's just say, for example, Manny Maze. Everyone came down to Manny Maze, a very big event. Everyone's running through mazes, everyone's doing X, Y, and Z, and he's live streaming it as well. So people that couldn't go to the event, everyone knows about it and everyone is seeing what is happening. And I think it's quite funny how I was there as well and I couldn't get a pair of shoes, but I think it's very good just to build hype for the brand as well. In terms of if people are there, people will repost about it, people will make stories about it, people will speak about it, and it's just a publicity stunt at the end of the day. But also, you're just promoting community and how you do really rule the world. And in terms of everything else that he's done, even collaborations. So once your brand's obviously built upon these pop-ups and brand events to build hype and everyone's reposting it, people will attract other people as well. So people that might work at Nike or Adidas. And then you'll see that Nike and Corteiz have collaborated, and that was probably one of the biggest collaborations in streetwear community. Even up to date right now with the 95, such an iconic shoe, the 95, such an iconic staple in the UK as well. It worked out and it sold the shoe in 3 minutes. And then after making an enormous effect on the streetwear community, he ran it back this year with the Honey Blacks, doing multiple events, even in New York right now and even in London. He did that event just so that the Honey Blacks are hyped up and just so people can just click it and buy it. And when we get down to the psychology of the consumer, all they're just thinking is, this is scarce, this is rare, let me buy it, let me resell it, or let me wear it so I can show the people that I've got it. Just because there's only limited quantities and how he's marketed through videos and through all these pop-ups as well. I think it's very key to also know that a lot of other brands are doing the same thing where Corteiz is doing no password drops, they're doing it as well. So it's basically a copy and paste and follow. And Corteiz is just the first mover in the market in the clothing brand. And I think as you look and as we gain more and more throughout the years, we see a lot of more clothing brands come through the UK and come through the US, maybe copying and maybe obviously grabbing a couple of aspects from Corteiz, implementing it into their own business because it works. And I think a lot of big corporations as well want to collaborate with these smaller brands because they thrive on community as well. And I think once you have that cult face following, you can basically do whatever you want because they'll follow you and they'll obviously support you throughout your journey. And after when you built the cult-like following as well and all these pop-up and activation events as well, he's also, when you're looking into his videos and your video production as well, because obviously people make videos, but what he does is he'll bookmark videos from old Nike football videos, and he'll recreate it like the Hirachis, and he'll get all these footballers and celebrities come in and help, which is also influencer marketing as well. But he didn't really start out like that. He always started out small and then gradually gained to this fame and to this popularity as well. So when you do look at it, videos are very important. So when you do really look at it, people can really start from nowhere into something crazy like Corteiz, just from obviously researching, obviously thinking of ideas, brainstorming, and I think taking other things from external brands and obviously implement it into your own brands. Because obviously he went to Virgil's pop-up, he went to X, Y, and Z, he's done his research, he's researched in Bape, and he's researched in these other brands. He knows what he's talking about. He'll look at competitors, and I think not a lot of people know that Clint is also a genius marketing strategist as well, but he'll look at other brands and he'll think, okay, what can I grab? Because you can create something brand new, but obviously you can get an idea and alternate it into your own brand and in your own clothing brand, just to adapt it and situate it into your own ideas. And I think that's very key. And I think if you really want to implement these ideas, you need to look at what he's doing well and adjust it and retune it into your own brand. And when you do look at the brand, it is like a spider web. So it obviously comes from the symbolism, from obviously the brand and obviously the logos and what you symbolize as well, and then it branches out. And it just makes sense in terms of ruling the world, but he's obviously bringing the communities together. And I think that's why he changed the game, because obviously the bigger organizations didn't really care to obviously think about what people really want and what people want to do physically and what people want to do and want to see out of a brand. And that's how he's flipped it, where he'll have these activation events and where he'll have these pop-up events, and people and the fans get to interact with it. And it's not just only him at the top sitting on a throne and making money. It's everyone being included, from the workers to the stockroom people to the warehouse people to obviously the people that are actually fans and actually come to the events, because everyone wants to rule the world. And that is literally it. Make sure you build a strong community, build strong symbolism, build strong brand image, good activation events, good videos as well, and you'll conquer the world like Corteiz.
To look crazy for. Here's the thing that nobody wants to tell you, yeah? You're either going to be uncomfortable building your legacy, building your future, or you're going to be uncomfortable living with the regret